A little bit about myself. I'm a newlywed. Thank you very much. I married way out of my league. It confuses people. We'll be out and I see people saying, he doesn't dress like he's got money. I don't. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The older you get, the lower your standards. Gentlemen, play the long game. My wife, it's true, never would have dated me in her 20s. We laugh about it. She laughs a little bit too much. But if I can explain it this way, it's like dating as you age becomes a little bit like shopping at Winners. Like, say you're looking for a jacket. Like, you go into the store full of hope and optimism. You are going to find the perfect jacket. And then you start going through rack after rack after rack, and somewhere around aisle 34, 35, somewhere in the mid-30s, that hope starts to fade. But then just before you give up, you notice a jacket. Maybe not the jacket. It's got to be better than your last jacket, that fucking piece of shit. But this jacket, I'm sure it's great. But then you take a closer look and you're like, are those epaulettes on the shoulder? There's gold embroidery on the back that says freedom. I can see why no one paid full price. But by this point, the store is closing, and you just want a goddamn jacket. Something, anything that will keep you warm in this cold, harsh life. So don't you dare judge me and my epaulettes. Fun fact, that was my wife's wedding speech. And we eloped. Something else about me, I'm a dad now, kind of. Thank you. I don't know. My wife came with a boy, so I got kids. Woo! I know there's a stepdad in the crowd. I think being a step parent is awesome. It's like staying in an Airbnb. You get to enjoy the comforts of home, and if something bad happens, the original owners have to deal with it. Thank you. Namaste. No, I quickly discovered that parenthood isn't exactly what you think it's going to be. Like, one day out of the blue, the girl just says, "What's a bleached asshole?" I told her, Guy Fieri. And I stand by that. My wife is, she's telling me that I need to sit the boy down to have the talk. I don't know what to tell him. Things have changed so much since I was his age. Like, there are all these new things right now, like pubic grooming. Some of you may be too young to understand, but there was a time when genitalia was covered in hair. Like, if you were to look at an old nudie mag, that's the best way to put it. The models looked like they had Colin Kaepernick in a scissor lock. They looked like they had a giant pubic loofah. Which is why even back in the day, Ellen always had great skin. I always have to wait for that one. That's good. Thank you. I don't know that I'm dad material. I don't know that I'm much of a man. I'm the type of guy, and this is a true story. For my birthday, my buddy's wife invited me to high tea with her girlfriends. She thought I was the type of guy who would go to high tea with the girls. And she was right. I went to high tea and I learned two very important lessons. Number one, the use of the word high, very misleading. They didn't even have edibles. Secondly, high tea, I don't know if you've been, it is shockingly erotic. Like, they've got descriptions for all of these teas. They are very sexual. It's like 50 Shades of Earl Grey. There was one tea that said it would pleasantly linger on the tongue. It's like, ooh. There was another that said, it will leave you with an I want more finish. Ah. My personal favorite promised reasonable depth. Which, I have to say, that is the most British thing I have ever heard. That actually qualifies as dirty talk in England. Do me, Nigel, do me to a reasonable depth. Hope we've had a reasonable time. My name is Paul Schmidt. Thank you very much. Here comes the Paul